creates kind of a vacuum, so to speak, which allows evil to exist if the environment is not properly prepared. And therefore evil has a relevance to all levels of chametz. Anu mitzuyim l'archik. Right, so therefore we make a point that l'archik bezeh b'tachlis arichu kadesh meyem merochim mekol. We make a special point during the week of Pesach to distance ourselves as much as possible from chumetz, ma sheyesh lo sheiches elav, to any chumetz that shach the person and to the koichet of gvura. Ki bezeh niyem merochakim memeinu mekol v'kol kedei shelo yizachez banu. Now, so our job is to clean the houses, especially after Purim, with all the mashlach manas that gets spread all over the place, right? For some reason, people insist upon giving, vafalim for Purim, which means that there's a good chance that, especially if you start cleaning early for Pesach, that you'll have tiny little crumbs all over your house at some point in time, at some place. But our job is to do the best we can to make sure that there's no chumetz available any way, at any point in our belongings during the week of Pesach. And, the physically distance makes a difference. In other words, if something's 50 miles away, that it's far away from me, but Kabbalistically or spiritually speaking, physical distance means nothing. If it's in my reshus, it's as good as being right next to me, because that's the way the spiritual world works, not affected by physical distance per se. Spiritual distance makes a difference. And we make a point of being spiritually distant from chumetz during the week of Pesach because we did not leave Mitzrayim properly. Therefore, evil remains in the world. Therefore, it's looking to take revenge for the redemption that was imposed upon it for the Jewish people that remained after the plague of darkness. And therefore, every year, since the light comes down, anyhow, and we're not fitting for it, we have to do whatever we can to make sure that the forces of evil and impurity cannot draw from it in any way and become stronger as they seem to be doing in the world right now, and always in advance of any major disaster for Klal Yisrael chas v'shalom. So he says, right? So therefore, this way, by having no chametz in our belongings, our house, the koiches of tumah should not be drawn after. It's desirous, like with a taiva, with a desire, right? That's the meaning of the pasuk where it says, "Lo tochal alav chametz shivas yamim." You shall not eat chametz all 7 days. Ki bechipazon yitzatem b'Mitzrayim, because you left bechipazon from Mitzrayim. Lamar, what does this mean? Ki meshum shaharei yitzata shalom b'schus v'lo zechisa levatel osem b'kol, right? Because the pasuk is telling you because you did not leave Mitzrayim in your own merit, and you did not merit to battle him, the Yetzer Hara b'chlal, at all, v'kol sherei, right, v'kol sherei lekach, utzrachta, that says b'chipos, and that's why you had to leave quickly in the end, because you didn't have a schuz. Lechein, therefore, tizeher mechametz, be very careful of chametz, asher yesh lo yichus, and you have to be very careful of chametz, which has a connection, relevance to the sitra achra. Avalasi levo, but in the future, levo shimshach az aleinu haaris elyonim gadolim, when the light's going to come down one major final time at the end of history, yisbata be'emes Torah. So therefore, the evil will finally be obliterated completely. Mikol v'kol hinei nemar az. It's talking about later on. It says in Yeshaya, Ki lo bechibazon te'etzeu. In the end of history, you will not have to leave quickly like you did from Mitzrayim. Abanusa lo to the chun, right? You want to be tested along the way. Ki holef lifneichem, Hakadosh Baruch Hu will go before you. Ki nishar az tamid b'tzelo Hakadosh Baruch Hu, right? You'll always be in the shadow of Hakadosh Baruch Hu olam. In the future, in the final redemption, that finally the light will come down once and for all, obliterate the Yetzer Hara mikol v'kol completely, and all the koiches of Ra. And the light will come down, and we won't have to worry about chumetz anymore, because there'll be no evil, there'll have any relevance to it, and Pesach will still be a holiday even into Chis Mesim, but you won't have to clean for it in advance of its arrival.